20 American cars you might not have heard of. In this video, we highlight the hidden gems of the American auto industry. Small manufacturers producing unique vehicles, from powerful muscle cars to electric SUVs and military-grade machines. Draken Spider. The Draken Spider came out of nowhere in 2016 to rival other open-top sports cars like the Ariel Atom and Back Mono. Designed, engineered, and built in California, the two-seater made its claim to fame as a feature on Jay Leno's Garage. Tipping the scales at just 2,000 pounds, the Draken Spider is powered by an LS3 V8 delivering 450 horsepower, which gives it the ability to sprint to 60 miles per hour in just 3.2 seconds and continue on to a top speed of 165 km/h. Interested customers can pick up a rolling chassis for $100,000 or a complete turnkey car for a cool $125,000. Equus Bass 770 FD. What do you get when you take all the best aspects of American muscle and combine them into one single package? According to Detroit-based shop Equus, you get the Bass 770. Introduced in 20, the raucous coupe is powered by a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 producing 640 horsepower, with a look inspired by classic Mustangs and Chargers. The Bass 770 MI starts at $250,000. But if you want something even more powerful, the shop also offers a modded Corvette dubbed the Throwback. Equus Throwback. While the Bass 770 is the perfect culmination of American muscle, the brand's second vehicle, dubbed the Throwback, blends modern and classic muscle car cues in a seamless sports car package. As you might have noticed, the Throwback is a C7 Corvette-based build, but with an optional 1,000 horsepower engine. It can sprint to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds and continue on to a blistering top speed of 220 miles. Equus 4x4 E-Concept. Alongside the Bass 770, Equus also has a 4x4 E-Concept that, for now at least, is still a rendering. But the company promises a stylish retro EV with 5 different battery packs to choose from, ranging from 105.0 to 190.0 kilowatt-hours, with anywhere between 250 and 400 plus miles of range. Falcon F7. Built out of carbon fiber and Kevlar and capable of producing more than 1,000 horsepower, the Falcon F7 is the fastest car you've probably never heard of. The Hawley, Michigan-based company was founded in 2009 and unveiled its first production F7 in 2010 at the Detroit Auto Show. Powered by a twin-turbocharged Lingenfelter V8, the most recent F07 delivers a whopping 1,100 HP and tips the scales at just 2,785 pounds, which means it can sprint to 60 miles per hour in just 2.7 seconds and onto a top speed of more than 200 mph, depending on the trim. The Falcon F7 ranges anywhere in price from $195,000 to $395,000. Lucra LC470. The Lucra LC470 is hard to ignore. Just look at it. Classic lines combined with modern performance, and your choice of an LS3 or LS7 V8 engine make this one alluring open-top sports car. The latter engine option is good for 505 horsepower, while the former is slightly less powerful with 430 HP. Both engines come paired to a 5-speed manual transmission, and each car is hand-built in San Marcos, California. Mosler Consuliere GTP. Mosler was founded in Riviera Beach, Florida in 1985 under the name Consuliere Industries. The company built the wild-looking GTP sports car with a Chrysler turbocharged 2.4-liter engine under the hood, giving it just 175 HP. It wasn't exactly sprightly at launch, but a more powerful Turbo 2 arrived later with 190 HP. After a rebrand to Mosler in 1993, the company also updated the GTP, giving it 300 HP and letting it loose at the longest day of Nelson 24-hour race in Northeast Ohio, which it won in 1993 and 1994. A more powerful Consigliere Raptor debuted in 1999 with 446 HP, but production ended and the company folded shortly thereafter in 2000. Panoz Avezzano. Panoz may be famous for its race cars, but the Braselton, Georgia-based shop also produces a series of road cars that are surprisingly well equipped. One of 8 road-going sports cars the company currently lists on its website. The recently updated Avezzano uses a lightweight aluminum and carbon fiber body atop an aluminum tubular steel frame chassis. The Avezzano has a hearty 6.2-liter V8 under the hood, delivering 430 horsepower. Buyers can also opt for a more powerful 580 HP version, with either paired to a close-ratio 6-speed manual transmission. The Avezzano starts at $168,900. Panoz Esperante GTR1. When Panoz says the Esperante GTR1 is a race car in street-legal trim, the company isn't kidding. The race-inspired GTR1 produces 600 horsepower thanks to an aluminum block V8. Its carbon fiber monocoque composite chassis keeps things light, and its minimalistic driver-centric cabin allows for the ultimate focus on the road or the track. Rezvani Beast Alpha. The military-inspired tank SUV, which you'll see in a minute, is Rezvani's claim to fame. But did you know the California company also builds a hardtop sports car dubbed the Beast Alpha? This is a sleek, sharp-edged supercar with tons of power. With a base 400 horsepower engine, the Beast Alpha can hit 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds. But in the 700 HP Blackbird trim, the Beast Alpha hits 60 in a blistering 2.9 seconds. Rezvani Tank. It may look like just another highly modified Jeep Wrangler, but the Rezvani Tank is much more. This high-riding SUV has aggressive looks and a range-topping 500 HP V8 to go with its natural off-road prowess. It can even be optioned with a thermal camera, a bulletproof Kevlar body, and a 6x6 configuration. Rezvani Vengeance. Continuing the military theme, the Rezvani Vengeance is the California automaker's first 3-row SUV. It uses the Cadillac Escalade as its base, and it offers options like bulletproof glass, electrified door handles, and even a pepper spray shooter. It starts at $249,000. Roscian Cule. If the Pompano Beach, Florida-based Roscian Cule looks familiar, that's because it is basically a re-engineered Noble M400. The company purchased the rights to the chassis in the late 2000s and quickly went to work on bringing the better-equipped, arguably better-looking Q1 to market. In 2015, the company updated the Q1 with a more powerful version of its Ford Duratec twin-turbo V6 engine, good for 508 HP and 521 Nm of torque, giving it the ability to sprint to 60 mph in just 2.8 seconds. Lightly used examples of the Q1 occasionally pop up on eBay for well over asking, but Roscian hasn't been active since 2021. Shelby. Series 1. Shelby American, not to be confused with the unrelated Shelby Supercars, is the historic company that Carroll Shelby originally founded in 1962. In 1998, Shelby American built its own supercar dubbed the Series 1. Inspired by the iconic Shelby Cobra, the Series 1 was an open-top sports car with a 4.0-liter V8 engine and 320 HP. It could hit 60 in 4.4 seconds and had a top speed of 170 mph. Shelby built 249 examples of the Series 1 in 1999 and continued production until 2005. USSV Rhino GX. Like a few other cars on this list, the Rhino GX is based on an existing platform, a Ford F450 to be exact. But the rugged Rhino is unique enough that it sets itself apart from the factory work truck. Measuring in at 7.3 feet tall and 8.0 feet wide, and riding a massive set of 38-inch rubbers, the Rhino GX was built to go anywhere. The Rhino GX starts at $229,000 for the gas-powered model or $239,000 for the diesel version. Vanderhall Venice. Provo. Utah-based Vanderhall made a name for itself with its unique Venice three-wheeler in 2010. Complete with a 1.4-liter four-cylinder engine, the Venice is good for 200 HP and a 0 to 60 time of about 4.5 seconds. The Venice was eventually followed by the electric Edison II prototype and the better-equipped Laguna, which comes loaded with features like heat and AC, premium leather seats, a Bluetooth sound system, and an adjustable suspension. The base Venice started at just $29,950, while the more luxurious Laguna cost at $49,950. Vector W8. The history of Vector is a long and complicated one. Found in LA in 1989, Vector built the angular W8 supercar between 1989 and 1993. It featured a twin-turbocharged 6.0-liter V8 engine and a 3-speed transmission borrowed from the Oldsmobile Toronado, believe it or not, with an advertised output of 625 HP and a claimed top speed of 242 mph. But only 17 W8s ever made their way into customer hands, and just 2 pre-production cars rolled off the line before the company went bankrupt and was taken over in 1993. There was a Vector M12 built between 1995 and 1999, but it was even less successful, as was the attempt to revive the brand in 2017. VLF Force 1. Before the current Fisker brand re-emerged, Henrik Fisker teamed up with former Detroit auto executive Bob Lutz and entrepreneur Gilbert Villarreal to form VLF Automotive. In 2013, the company displayed the Destino, which was essentially a V8-powered Fisker Karma. But in 2016, the 705 horsepower Force 1 came to life. Making its debut in Detroit at the North American International Auto Show, the Viper-based supercar was designed by Henrik Fisker and featured a more powerful version of Dodge's factory 8.4-liter V10. The VLF Force 1 could be had for $286,500 and was limited to just 50 examples. But the company folded shortly after production ended. UABN Puma. The UABN Puma was one of the most talked-about vehicles of the 2013 Los Angeles Auto Show, and I'm sure you can guess why. Dreamt up by LA area cosmetic surgeon Dr. Kambiz Uabian, the $1.1 million Puma was powered by a 505 horsepower 7.0-liter V8 engine and could reportedly hit 60 mph in 5.9 seconds.